You're all nice girl. You're a bit young for me. How old are you? 20. All right, okay, fair enough. Maybe not that young. I'm 31. I don't find young women attractive anymore. I don't find beautiful young women. I can appreciate their beauty, but I don't find them sexually. Look at a 19-year-old Instagram model. I'm dead down there. Do you know what I mean? Because I know that there's nothing I can say that will make her lower her standards enough to touching my dick. So I don't even think about it. I'll tell you the sort of women that I like to perv on is women that have given up. You know, you get like fucking smudged makeup, ratty hair, little Primark leggings pushed over the belly like that. Oh, that shit is erotic to me. 10 years ago, I'd look at that and I'd be like, oh, that's someone's mum. But now I look at it and I'm like, oh, that's someone's mum. Getting older now, my taste in women has changed. I don't masturbate as much as I used to. I don't masturbate as much as I used to because I've got a dog. And if you have a dog, you can never just spontaneously masturbate. You have to know where the dog is at all times, and you got to give it something to do. You got to like keep it occupied for 15 minutes so you can have a little. I got a little bit of like a peanut butter Kong thing. I got like a Kong toy, and I smear peanut butter on the inside, and I lob it to the other end of the flat because I don't want to roll it in front because then I'm trying to pull one off and he's looking at me licking like. Fucking puts me off, innit? But you got to keep the dog occupied. You can't just have a wank. You got to know what the dog's doing because there's nothing more terrifying than being on the brink of orgasm and having a Jack Russell jump on your lap. Because they don't understand personal space. You got to spend the rest of the day Googling, can dogs eat cum? I don't watch as much porn as I used to, and I'll tell you this, I'm glad of it, because if you watch too much porn, then your tastes become really niche. Like when I was a teenager, right, and I just started watching porn, I just Googled, like, fucking tits. Do you know what I mean? Like, big ones, little ones, one bigger than the other, it didn't fucking matter. I'd get off to that. But now, because I've watched too much porn, my searches has become really refined. I've got very specific tastes. And I've got to specifically be looking for, like, lesbian Mexican midget wrestlers. And it's got to hit all of those 4 criteria. You know, sometimes I'm trying to get one off like this, and I'm looking, I'm like, oh, they're fucking Spanish. Fuck. Not working for me. But the thing is I've been in a relationship for 5 years. That is too long to go and start introducing new fetishes into the bedroom without there being questions. Do you know what I mean? I can't come home from work one night and say to my missus, look, would you mind getting on all fours and wearing a sombrero? Don't ask why. Your new name is El Diablo. Your favorite food is taco. And if you understand, say, si, senor. Porn's everywhere nowadays. It's hard, isn't it? Like, kids nowadays grow up in a world where porn is on every fucking device. When I was a kid, porn was on one computer. And they put that computer in the hallway. And I don't know if you ever tried masturbating in a hallway, but it's fucking but there's too many exit points. You're just like fucking looking around. I feel sorry for kids, but they're more clued up now than they've ever been before, you know? Kids nowadays, very clued up because they get access to all that information. I got a nephew, he's 15 years old, he's getting to the age where he's sexually active, and sometimes he'll ask me questions that he is too embarrassed to ask his mum and dad. The other week he came up to me and he said, Uncle Freddy, I've got a question for you. I said, sure, mate. He said, do women like it when you blow on their clitoris? And I had to be honest, and I was like, I've got no fucking idea. My initial reaction was, oh my God, that is going to save so much time. I was going to get myself one of those little fans, you know the little fans that fat women use in July, and they just keep themselves. Every time my missus is laid in bed like I'm horny, I just get the fan out. I was racking my brain trying to think, is that a thing? Do women really like lads with asthma? What's the deal? I tried Googling it. Fuck all came up on Google. I didn't want to ask my mates because that's a fucking WhatsApp group you'll never hear the end of, innit? Luckily for me, I do have a friend who's a prostitute. Now, when I say I've got a friend who's a prostitute, I need you to know that she is my friend who became a prostitute. She's not a hooker I used so many times that we built up a rapport. So I rung her up, and I was like, hi, how are you? How's work? I said, look, I've got a question to ask you. Do guys... You should know it's your mum. What, sorry? No, I think she swallowed it. Yeah, that's right. Stay down, you little bitch. So I rung her up, and I was like, do guys sometimes go down on you? And she said, yeah, sometimes. And I said, okay, follow-up question. Sometimes, do guys do, like, a little blow on your clit? And this is where I should have realized that me and my prostitute friend are from two very different worlds. Because I said to her, do guys sometimes do a little blow on your clit? And she thought I meant cocaine. And she was like, yeah, sometimes. I was like, oh, shit, do you enjoy it? She was like, well, if they let me do it too. I was like, oh, fuck. It's a thing. I started questioning my entire life. I didn't know, nothing made sense to me anymore. I was walking home like, shit, maybe that's why they teach boys the recorder at school. So it's like practice for them. So one day you can learn to play Frere Jacques on a fanny. Now, as it happened, me and my girlfriend were going through a bit of a dry patch at the time. We hadn't had sex in maybe nearly 2 months because I'd been working away, she'd been working away, and to be honest with you, we'd been together for a long time. The relationship had gotten a little bit stale. So I heard about this, and I was like, oh, I know how to put the spark back in our relationship. When she comes home tonight, I am going to rock her world. She came in, I took her straight into the bedroom, I put her on the bed, I undressed her, I gave her a sensual massage, and I got one of those shitty little Ann Summers blindfolds, and I put that on her, I flipped her onto her back, and I started kissing. I started kissing down like that, down, all the way down past the belly button, all the way down. I got in between her legs. I went down on her like I was blowing out birthday candles. I nearly made a wish. I was like, I got so into it, at one point I nearly started singing. I was like, for he's a jolly good fellow. She went fucking mental. She lost her shit. We got into a big argument. We didn't speak for 4 days. And I've only just recently found out why she was in a mood with me, right? Here's the thing about being a comedian, is that people don't think you're capable of being serious. And they think that you're taking the piss. And the reason that we got into a big argument and didn't speak for 4 days is because she thought that I was joking. And she thought that because we hadn't had sex in such a long time, I'd gone down on her and pretended to blow away the cobwebs from her vagina.